Okay, if you've landed on this video, you'll have been through all the modules now, all the bonus material, and if you haven't had time before you've watched this video, your head's probably hurting, and that's understandable. You've got to understand that I've done all this stuff over years, and you know, some of them jigsaw pieces have took months to put together, some of them have took years to put together, some of them took days, minutes. Everything's been different in, you know, how it's come about and how this whole thing's come together. So, you know, I've just given you now on however many videos, this is what you do, have a look at this PDF, you know, listen to this audio, you know, take this in, take that in. And I don't know how well I've really explained it. I think I've explained it well enough, or good enough for you to put 2 and 2 together to equal 4. I hope people aren't getting 5, because then we'll be in trouble, but I'm sure, you know, if you are, you're going to let us know. And whatever that situation is where it's maybe not adding up to 4, I can make it add up to 4 quite quickly. And I'm quite happy to do that for you if you're in that situation where it just, you know, you really want it bad, but you just, for whatever reason, you can't seem to get 2 and 2 to make 4. I'd be very surprised if that is the case after all the information that's there. To me, it should be really obvious, even though initially when you watch one of the modules, you might have thought, what, you know, I'm not too sure there. But then obviously once you've gone on and you watch further modules, you start to realize how everything's sort of linked and interwoven together. Then you go, right, I see how it's working now, you know, just the penny sort of drops, you know. Some people will get it straight away, some people just need that extra bit of video or model or PDF or something just to lock it down in their mind, and boom, that's it. Then all the magic comes together. So obviously going forward, you know, the idea now is that you take stock, and you'll start to realize that if you're in the domestic construction industry, to me personally, this is the only way to work. Why? Because it's the easiest way of getting rid of all the shite that you're going to come across. You're just pushing it away. You've got a slick system for doing that, and what that gives you back in return is loads of extra money, loads of extra time, which in turn gives you a lifestyle. You can start enjoying that time because also you've got the extra money. So if you think about it, and you just feel so clean in the sense of everything's electronic, everything's like being done in such a way where you've looked at it properly, professionally, and you're sending it out. Your documents are all locked down, you know, you've got everything together now. And that, you know, someone coming into this from a standing start and not having anything, it might take a while, but trust us, it's worth putting that time in, because once this comes together for you, it'll just give you back so much more than you could even imagine. And in fact, you probably do realize already what it can give you back. Just the fact that you're going to have to take a little bit more time to get up to speed with everything, that's fair enough, you know. But just think, you wouldn't be getting anywhere if you didn't have it anyway. And the people who are maybe doing, or have, you know, maybe got a computer, working through the computer, or you know, have got the bigger clients, or I've got the bigger turnover and all this sort of stuff, then people are going to be able to lock this down quite quickly. Once you do, you know, I mean, within the first quarter, you'll start seeing the changes are huge, you know, with this approach. And it may feel a bit strange, but don't feel that way. Feel that this is going to put you on the map in a totally different way, you know. The advantages, if you really picked up on what I've just told you from the first video to the last, including the bonuses and everything, if you can't feel that this is an absolute game changer, if a ConstructionSmart system isn't absolutely gonna transform your business into an absolute money and time making machine, then I don't know what will. Because I know you can't come to me and say that you've got something similar or that does the same thing. And if you have, you just made it up on the spot, I think, maybe. Because I personally know loads of builders, and none of them even are thinking on this level or these lines. And maybe you or one of them I already know. Who knows? If you are, congrats. For eventually, you know, me giving you the information that I've had that maybe you've always wanted to know. Well, you've got it now. And all I can say is if you don't use it to your advantage, then bigger fool you. But there'll be a lot of people thinking, isn't this a weird, strange way of, like, you know, operating through the client? No. It's just your mentality is based on the traditional system. That's why you think it's strange. Because you think, oh, well, you should do business. Of course, you're a traditional thinker, then you're going to think like that. You've got to think outside the box. You've got to think about bringing the benefit to you and not giving it to someone else. Like the VAT man or the tax man or the CIS man or whoever are coming there to take your just desserts, take some of them profits that you create that you don't have to pass that on. And legitimately as well, that's the main thing here. You're not doing anything untoward, not doing things, you know, you're just being you're just working smart, not hard. You're just being clever. You're just being, I can get around this by doing this. And that's the whole point of the system, is just to bring the benefits back into your court so you can enjoy it, you know. So I hope that, like I say, the modules have been, you know, some of them have really hit home with you, and they've been clear as day, and others maybe you've had to fight a little bit with and watch them again and re-listen to them, and maybe you've had it on the audio in the car one day and it's just popped and just clicked. And you've just went, I get that now, you know. Look, you know, this is my first attempt at, you know, telling people how to do my way of working. And you know, if I'm being honest with you, I'm not a teacher. I'm not from a teacher background. I'm not a lecturer. I'm not, you know, none of them skills. So, you know, you've got to give me a break a little bit here, and understand that I've done this, you know, just off the fly, and you know, recorded all these videos, and most of these are one take, no dubs, no nothing. I'm just, this is the way it is, that's the way I've said it, and in the hope that, you know, I'm backing that up with a PDF that reiterates that, or an overview or a walkthrough that's giving you and cementing that information. So, you know, it's new to me as much as it's new to you, in the sense of, you know, I'm trying to learn now how to put this over in video and audio form, and you're here trying to take that and put it in an application. But I don't feel, I've watched this back, I've read this back, I've looked at what I've dropped in PDF wise, the options of audio and all the rest of it, and I have no doubt in my mind that if you are watching this, if you are listening to this, if you are taking stock and doing the bits of homework, if you want to call it that, if you're starting to put this together on your computer, or you're starting to fathom out how you need to put this together to do this, then this delivers 100%. 100%. I can hear it, I can see it, and I'm thinking you just need to get with it and do a bit of homework, you know, and to put a bit of time in. Because this time now will give you so much going forward. I think the sentence is there, do today what others will not, so that you can live tomorrow like others cannot. And that principle is so true, you know. Yeah, it might take a little bit of hard work to get this, you know, settled and rounded and smoothed off, and change your business from what you're operating like now into the ConstructionSmart system. But honestly, trust us, it will be worth it. It will be worth it, because it might take a little bit of doing, it might take a little bit of, you know, long, hard working days, because, you know, you might be grafting as well, and, you know, it might not be off the tools and stuff. So I get it that this is going to play with you mentally in, you know, different ways, depending on who you are and where you're at in the situation now. You know, you might be off the tools now, and this might be a doddle for you to put together, and if it is, brilliant, great. But you might be knee deep in shit and running around like with loads of paper receipts and all this sort of stuff, and thinking, fuck, fucking ass, it's going to take me an age to do, but trust us, you need to find the time. I know you'd be wasting, look, don't take this the wrong way here, but you'd be wasting a load of time either coming in watching Netflix, or you know, maybe doing hobbies that you like. You know, you need to put them on the back burner until you get the system together, because once you get the system together, it'll give you more time for them hobbies. It'll give you more time if you want to watch Netflix every fucking day, every day you can do it, because you've got this together. So whatever's taking your time, find out what it is, list it down and say, I ain't doing that until I've got this ConstructionSmart system right on top, and it is my business now. And I hope you do that, because you know you paid money for this, and I want you to get that value back and absolutely smash it out of the park. I mean, personally, over the next, say, 3 to 5 years, you're just looking at tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands of pounds extra in your pocket. And if you really get stuck into the whole system, and you know, you do get off the tools and you work on it and on it, and you scale up and you're bringing your teams in and you're doing all that, trust us, you know, just have money, you'll have time as well. You know, I'm a living, breathing example of that. I've had 22 years, well, probably more than 22 years off the tools, you know, where I've absolutely had, like I say, in certain instances, extraordinary life, you know, and just had a fantastic time. Just, you know, smelling the roses, shall we say. And I know most builders go 22 years and they don't fucking do that. You know, they're constantly covered in crap. They're constantly wondering why this is this way and why this is that way. You know, chasing, robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's just messed up, man. Well, you don't need to be that way. It doesn't need to be that way. You know, you really need to just give yourself a shake. See where you're at. Because I know none of yous, I want to make this statement, I know none of yous when you met this or you've come on here, you might have been doing some little things, but you ain't doing, or you ain't operating the way the ConstructionSmart system is. And I hope none of you play the game to me that you were, because I'll find it hard to believe, because like I say, I know a lot of builders and they just don't think on them lines, you know. But I've always been creative. I've always been, you know, out of the box thinker, solutions to the problems. Always me, I'm being there. And maybe I've divided myself there straight away, I don't know. However, you know, that doesn't, once someone does that, and once someone pioneers the way and someone sets something up, then it always gives the opportunity for other people to come in and do what that guy did. And it's much simpler this time around, because the trail through the jungle's already cut. So hopefully I'm going to love yous and leave yous. I'm looking forward to you getting on the phone to us for our conversation and asking us whatever you want to ask. And again, it doesn't even have to be about the ConstructionSmart system. It could be to do with anything. I'm happy to give you an hour of my time. And I'm also thinking about doing something which I have to do in private. I have to meet you personally, and it might be something you might be interested in. It's going to be called Black Ops. We'll work that one out for yourself, but that's maybe for a future situation. But outside of that, like I say, hopefully you're really getting something now, understand what you need to do, go and get at it, go and do it. And I can't wait to hear you know, the results of what you're going to do. Please drop us an email, let us know. It'll make me feel absolutely on top of the world if you're coming back with things like, wow, you've changed my life, or wow, I've done that and I just can't believe how easy that was to get the money, or I've done this and wow, I'm just so much better off, mate. You know, it's just, you wouldn't believe it. I can't believe it. Because them type of things will make me, you know, feel you know, on top of the world, like I say. So please let me know, you know, and I'll look forward, like I say, hopefully to meeting up with you one day even, you know. Who knows, and we become good friends. Anyway, for now, good night and God bless, and hopefully all's good. Thank you.